Hey folks, welcome back. Thanks again for joining us. Okay, so we have two captures here. The first one is mine, and the second one is not mine. First one, it was about 2,500 feet up in the air, and the second one was closer to 250 miles up in the air. It's essentially the ISS. So, yeah, courtesy of NASA. So, yeah, let's get to it. Check these out, and let me know what you think in the comments. All right, here we go. So this one's down here, like I said, about 2,500 feet up in the air. This thing pops up, and this is the path it's taking, and the direction is from up to down. All right, and then dogs bark, and then the second thing is this pops up. That's the path, and that's the direction there. And so these things basically go perpendicular and cross each other, and that and then that are the two things. Uh, and we'll look at it. This is it. Um, and the most notable thing here is that the one in the middle there turns white for one frame. I mean, it looks white. I don't know if it is white, but it changes color for all of one frame. And that one frame is the only reason I saw it. Because, the white fleck caught my eye. So yeah, here it is on real speed, and that's the white frame, the one frame where it's in white. Yeah, this is it in real speed. I mean, you can't really see anything except that one little, flash, basically. Yeah, and this was here in Los Angeles. I mean, and I don't know what it is. Like I always tell you, I don't know what any of these things are really. Um, yeah, but here's the action. I'm going to scrub through just back and forth a little bit. And then I'm going to zoom in and show you in real time, 3 times over, what that little transition looked like. This is it. I mean, come on. What's happening there? So look, all right, I don't, like I said, I don't know what that is. I just know that it is, and that it's all the time. It seems like it's constantly, things like this are happening in the sky. It's just a matter of recording it, slowing it down, zooming in, and then you see all this weird stuff happening. And, why is that thing changing color for this single, like, nano frame? I mean, I don't even know how to quantify the time. Uh, I don't know if that's a nanosecond or a fraction of a nanosecond. I don't know, but it happened, right? And so, like, regular, creatures that we're accustomed to or aware of on this planet don't move this quickly and do things like this. So I just don't know what to make of it. But anyway, so that was down here in the troposphere. Now we're going to go up to the thermosphere. Like I said, it's by the ISS, and it's an undocking. So here we go. This is what we're working with here. This was from August the 8th. And yeah, um, it's an undocking. This is a screenshot from my phone. This is what I was watching. And right up here is a little speck you're going to see, and that's what we're going to focus on. So let's take a look, get more close to it, zoom in, slow down, and you'll see that whatever this is seems to be pulsating, blinking, flashing, whatever word you want to use for it, and it seems to be moving with purpose, in my opinion. That's based on nothing. It's just my sense of it. And this is it at real speed. This is where I first see it there, and then it just, goes across. Yeah, I mean, you know, these things seem to be all around us, whether it's 250 miles up in the air or, 2,500 feet, like that helicopter in that first capture. I mean, this stuff just seems to be around. And what's interesting is that, to me, I mean, there's a lot that's interesting about it, but it's like I didn't spend a lot of time looking at this. I just decided to, actually, I didn't decide. It popped up in my feed, and that's what made me look at it. It was like, oh, I'll check it out. Let me see what's what. And this is like 42 seconds into the video, and my eye spots this, right? And so, it's like this is, I guess, the takeaway for me, at least for this little quick video, is when you see things, when your eye gets a little glimpse of a little flash of something, for the longest time, I would just chalk it up to neurological whatever, floaters, you know, like I said, neurological things. Just, I didn't think that I was actually, that what I thought I was seeing was actual. I just presumed that it was in my head somehow or another. And it hasn't been until, you know, relatively recently in my 52 years on the planet where I'm like, oh, a lot of this stuff is actually, I am seeing it, right? And so, like I said, the takeaway for me with these two captures is like, if you see a little flash of something, don't let your brain write it off. Like, investigate it maybe, and it might, you know, yield some fruit of some sort. And so, like here, I saw like there's essentially, you know, one frame that caught my eye here, and that's that white flash. So I slowed it down and looked, and lo and behold, there's all this weirdness going on. Same thing here. I saw this one really kind of a flash, slow it down, zoom in, and next thing you know, you see this is a thing actually moving through the screen. And now I don't know how far away these things are from the camera versus, you know, the helicopter, or how far out in space this thing is. I don't know, and I'm not making any representations. It just seems like these things have been around us, and for the longest time, we've just been sort of like trained to just dismiss it for some reason. I don't know where that came from and why that is, or if it's not universal and it's just me. I don't know. So maybe I should just speak for myself. I've just sort of, you know, explained things away subconsciously before even really looking into it. A lot of times, not all the time, but I've experienced a lot and seen a lot in my life. And so if you watch other videos and listen to me on this channel, you know what I'm talking about. So I figure if I'm writing these things off subconsciously and explaining things away, I can't even imagine what regular people who don't experience as much as I do, how much they're ignoring, right? So again, this is like a thing where if you see a flash, don't just, you know, chalk it up to nonsense. If you happen to have it on camera, or you see it on YouTube or online somewhere, don't, you know, take the time to check it out, scrub through it a little, get in closer, slow it down and see what's what, because all of a sudden you're going to realize that there's a lot of stuff going on around us. So, and apparently way the heck up there too. Anyway, all right, folks, thanks. Appreciate your time. Get in the comments, let me know what you think. Talk to you in the next one.